Okay, dear students, we are in complex number chapter NCERT class 11. In the last class, we have seen what is complex number, how we have come to complex number from quadratic equation. Okay, and also we have seen what are the parts of complex number, real part, imaginary part, how to represent, and what will be the value of I square. Okay. Then afterwards, what we have seen? We have seen addition of complex numbers. So how to add a complex number? A resultant complex number will be again complex number only. Resultant number of addition. And we have seen some properties also. Okay, closure law, commutative law, associative law, and additive identity, additive inverse we have seen. Afterwards, we have seen difference of complex numbers also. Okay. Now in this class, let us see multiplication of complex numbers. Okay. See, four operations are there normally: addition, subtraction. Subtraction we have called as difference, multiplication and division. And addition has having properties. Is having means we have studied properties for addition. We will study multiplication and properties of multiplication. Afterwards, we will study different division also. Okay. Let us see multiplication of complex numbers. Okay. See, multiplication, how to do. See, multiplication is little bit different from addition. Addition means you see like this: 3x plus 4, 2x minus 3. If addition is there, what we do normally, x term we add 5x, and constant term we add 4 minus 3 1. Okay. Uh, but when it comes to multiplication, same number, you see what we are going to do. Here is addition, but here is multiplication. Multiplication, what we are going to do? 3 into 2, 6x square. 3 into 2, x into x we are going to make. Okay. Observe carefully. Then 3 into 3, but minus is there. Minus 3 into 3, 9, x, plus 4 into 2, 8, minus 4 into 3, 12. Finally, what we are going to write is 6x square minus 9x plus 8 minus 12 minus 4 we are going to write. You see here, x is there. But in complex number, z is equal to a plus ib will come. I value, if same value is there like a 9i minus 4, what we are going to write here? Because I square is equal to minus 1 we know. Then minus 1 into 6 minus 6. Minus 6 minus 9i minus 4. That is equal to minus 9i minus 10. Or else we can say minus, if we take common, 10 plus 9i or I9. Okay, minus we have taken common. You put parenthesis. See, this is equivalence I am writing. Equivalent, but this is algebra only. Algebraic multiplication only. What I want to say, when you add, only x terms we are going to add. Constants we are going to add separately. Even subtraction also, difference. But when you multiply, multiplying of x term with constant term, x term with x term. When x term with x term, x square will come. Like this, I into I square will come. Real number, imaginary number, imaginary number, imaginary number. Imaginary number, real number, imaginary number, imaginary number. Like that we have to multiply. That's what I want to say. Okay. Let us see. First we write in generalized form, then we take one example also. Okay. Multiplication of complex numbers. See, if Z1 is equal to A plus IB and Z2 is equal to C plus ID, okay, these are two complex numbers. Then Z1 into Z2 dot you have to keep, okay. Z1 into Z2 is equal to, you write down A plus IB into C plus ID, okay. That is equal to A into C, AC, plus is there, okay, plus I into AD, again plus is there, I into BC, again plus is there, I square into BD. First you understand this step, what I have made this step. Why? Because see, multiplication, first time you are seeing complex number, you have to understand carefully. Little bit more steps I am going to make. A into C, okay. A into ID, IAD. Okay. Next, with A over. Now IB. IB into C, IBC. IB into ID, I square BD. Okay. Now, convert this. Again, why? Because I square, you know, I square is having minus 1 value. Okay, what I am writing, you see, AC plus I you take common, AD plus BC. Is it correct? AD plus BC. Why? Because both are having I as common. Okay, now you see here you put minus R plus. See, I square value minus is going to come. Minus BD. Minus BD plus, that means minus BD. Okay, why? Because I square is having 1 minus 1 value. Okay, now you see AC minus BD plus I AD minus BC. You understand now how it has come? This is final result. See, we take one example also, numerical, real number value, then we are going to understand easily. But broadly what you are understanding, see, Z1 into Z2, say Z3 is coming, that Z3 also a complex number, you see. That means after multiplication of two complex numbers, the resultant number will also be a complex number. That is called closure law. Okay? Closure law is that only. We take one example, then we go for properties. Okay. Let us take one example, Z1. Let Z1 is equal to, simplest only I will take 3 plus I4. Z2 is equal to 5 minus I2. Okay? These two numbers I am going to multiply, Z1 into Z2. Z1 into Z2 is equal to 3 plus I4 into 5 minus I2. Okay? Okay, that is equal to, see, directly I am making. Now, these much steps are not required. You see, 3 into 5, 15. 3 into 2, 6, but minus 6. Minus 6, but I is there, I6. Understand, na? 3 into 2, 6, but minus I is there. 3 into minus I into 2. Minus I into 6. Okay. Then, see, both are plus. That is why you put plus. I also you put 4 into 5, 20. Okay. Next, you see minus into plus. Okay. That is why you keep minus first. I into I square. 4 into 2, 8. Okay. Now you convert this. Okay. You see, I square means minus 1. Minus 1 into minus plus 1. Plus 1 into 8 plus 8. 8 plus 15, 23. Real numbers you are adding 23. Why? Because see, after multiplication I with I, it is going to become real number. Until separate I, it is imaginary number. Imaginary part. But when you multiply with another I into I square is equal to minus 1, that is a real number. Now real number has come. Okay. See, minus 6 plus 20 plus 14 plus I 14. This will be the final result. Like this, you have to make a multiplication of complex numbers. You understand the concept? You see, this is best example. I have taken one negative, one positive number. Like this, it is going to come. Okay. Now, what we do? We go for properties of multiplication of complex numbers. See, properties of complex numbers are different for addition, different for multiplication. In addition, properties will come. In multiplication properties will come. Both are different. Additive identity is different, multiplicative identity is different. Additive inverse is different, multiplicative inverse is also different. Okay. Now we have seen multiplication of complex numbers. Let us go for properties of multiplication of complex numbers. Okay. Okay, let us see properties of multiplication of complex numbers. Okay, see, these properties are for multiplication. Okay, first property, law, closure law. Number one is closure law. Okay, what is closure law? We know very well. Closure law. Z1 into Z2 is equal to Z3, comma Z3 is a complex number. Write down. Z1 into Z2 is equal to Z3, comma Z3 is a complex number. Okay, that is called closure law. That means two complex number you have taken, again complex number only is it has come. That is called closure law. Okay, we have seen practically also two complex numbers we have taken and multiplied, and final result has also come as a complex number. That is why closure law is valid, like we can say. Okay, next law is what? Commutative law. Let us go for commutative law. Okay, what is commutative law? Z1 into Z2 is equal to Z2 into Z1. This is commutative law. Okay. See, all like addition only, multiplication also will come, but here multiplication symbol will come. Multiplication symbol will come. Okay. Z1 into Z2 is equal to Z2 into Z1. You can make A into B or B into A. Same result is going to come. Okay. That is called commutative law. Commutative. Okay. Third property is associative property. Write down associative law. Associative law. See, for associative law, you require third one also. Say Z1 into Z2 into Z3 is equal to, okay, Z1 into Z2 into Z3. This is called associative law. Okay. First you multiply Z1 and Z2, take that result, and again you multiply it with Z3, you keep aside the result. Go for RHS. First multiply Z2 into Z3. Then again multiply that result into Z1. Keep aside. Both results will be same. Like that we came to know. Okay. This proof and all not required. This much. Okay. You take simply. Okay. Z1 into Z2 into half. You can say half. Or Z3 of Z1 into Z2 is equal to Z1 of Z2 into Z3. Okay, this is called associative law. Okay, these are simple laws. Now, fourth one is multiplicative identity. Write down. Multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Normally, what will the multiplicative identity for algebra? Normal algebra, say real numbers. Identity. See, 8, if you want to multiply with something, and 8 only has to come. In addition, same 8 plus 0 is equal to 8. 0 was additive identity. In multiplicative, 1 only, 1. That's all. Then how to write this one? You write like this. 1 plus I 0. Don't forget to keep imaginary number 0. 1 plus 0 is a multiplicative identity. Why? Because you see, Z into 1 is equal to Z. and we need not write again is equal to 1 into z. Why? Because already we have written here commutative law, z1 into z2 is equal to z2 into z1. That means z into 1 is equal to something, then 1 into z is equal to also same thing will come here. So that something is z into 1 is equal to z and this thing. Do you want any proof? Not required. Okay, you see 3 plus I4 into 1 plus I0. 3 into 1, 3 plus 3 into 0, 0, 0 I. I into 0 means 0 only will come. Okay. Now plus 4 into 1, I4, 4 into 0, 0. Finally 3 plus I4 only will come. This is Z. Okay, that means multiplicative identity is 1 plus I0 or 1 you write first. How to write a 1 in a complex form you know very well. Why? Because 1 is a real number. Imaginary part 0 you are going to write. I0 like that you can write. Why? Because see in examination 1 plus I0 if you write then only they give marks. That you keep in your mind. Why? Because we are studying the chapter complex numbers. In complex form only you have to write. Simply if you write 1 means they may think that this is a real number only. Not a complex number. Okay. Now important one, multiplicative inverse we will see. I am going to rub and we will study separately. Okay, that property. Why? Because I require space. Multiplicative inverse. See, I am writing multiplicative inverse. Fifth property this is. Okay. Here also simply you see multiplicative inverse for a real number. How we are going to write? You see how I am writing. 8 is there like earlier only. Okay, 1 has to come. Multiplicative identity has to come after multiplication. What number you are going to take? 1 by 8 only. 8 into 1 by 8 is equal to 1. 8 going to get cancelled. 1 is going to come. You know na? That means how to write this multiplicative inverse in complex number form? Okay. You see here multiplicative inverse. I am putting C. If Z is a complex number, 1 by Z is multiplicative inverse. Okay. Say Z is equal to A plus IB. Then 1 by Z is equal to Z inverse. You write Z inverse or 1 by Z. Finally, for calculation purpose, 1 by Z you have to write. Okay. Now what you can write? Z into 1 by Z is equal to 1. That will be multiplicative identity. Okay. But we have written in a normal form. But how to know what will come under? See, what is 1 by Z? 1 by, if Z is that one, 1 by Z is equal to 1 by A plus IB. See, until now we know A plus IB only in numerator. In denominator, if it comes A plus IB, how to convert we don't know. Then what we can do in denominator, such type of special number comes. This is like a square root. Okay, that rationalization only. In earlier classes also, in denominator some number has come like this, special number, square root or something. Then what we do? Rationalization we do. You do rationalization. See, normally denominator, the symbol you have to change. A minus IB. Okay, opposite number. With the numerator also same number you have to multiply. Okay, why? Because see, if you multiply with the same number with numerator and denominator, then only the value is not going to change. The value should not going to change, but you should get some value. Okay, numerator you want some value. Okay, you see what is happening? Numerator is A minus IB into 1, A minus IB, like that only it will be there. But you see here, what direct step I am making? A into A square. Okay. See here we need not multiply like that. You know, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. Okay, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. For that sake only we do rationalization. Okay, you need not take elaborate all this thing. Okay, a square minus b square. B square is what? I square b square. Here, I square b square. You understand, na? Okay, finally, a minus ib like that only, divided by, you see I square value we know, minus 1. Minus 1 minus plus 1, a square plus b square. Okay, this will be your inverse, z inverse. You see this you can write z inverse or 1 by z. One z inverse or 1 by z, both are same. Okay, a minus ib by a square plus b square. You see, simply don't do this much. One example I will make. You see, say z is equal to 6 minus I7. Directly I am writing without seeing this calculation inverse. Z inverse or 1 by z is equal to 6 plus I7 by 6 square 36 plus 7 square 49. I have not seen this calculation. Simply I have written. Like that you have to write it. Why? Because see, you simply change the symbol of or sign of imaginary part. Don't change the real part. This is real part, this is imaginary part. Okay? Simply change the symbol or sign of the imaginary part. Here minus I7 is there, you make it plus I7, numerator. Then denominator is going to come. Denominator, square root of 6 plus square root of 7. Square, not square root, square. Square of 6 and square of 7. 36 is 49. Here 49, 55, 85. 85 is going to come. Final result is this one. 6 plus I7 by 85. And this number you also can like this. Also can write 1 by 85 into 6 plus I7. Both are same. Why? Because see, dividing and multiplying, both are same, but same result is going to come. That is why you can write in this form also or in this form also. Both are same. Okay. Now we understood multiplicative inverse. See, finally we want to see whether 1 by z into z here 1 is going to come or not. We have not yet seen. We will see. Now you see, I am making calculation here. Okay, this one I want to prove, na? Z is what? A plus ib. Write down a plus ib into 1 by z is what? 1 by z directly I am writing. 1 by z means inverse, z inverse. 1 by z is z inverse. Z inverse what I have received? This I have received. A minus ib by a square plus b square. Okay. Now you see, a plus ib into a minus ib. A square minus b square. A square minus I square b square by a square plus b square. Same is going to come again. Is it okay? Have we got proof of this? Z into 1 by z is equal to 1 like. That means z into z inverse. Why? Because z inverse we have received. Normally z into z inverse, if you multiply automatically 1 is going to come. That means finally multiplicative inverse is 1 by z or z inverse. Okay, like that you have to know. Z 1 by z is also can be write as z inverse like this. But you always make practice of this 1 by z. Why? Because in further some properties 1 by z you have to write and you have to bring some other formula like. Okay. Now we understand multiplicative inverse also. What we do, see, until this multiplicative inverse, see, for addition also closure law is there. Here also closure law is there, multiplication. For addition also commutative law is there, multiplication also commutative law. For addition also associative law is there, here also multiplication associative law. For addition, additive identity is there, here multiplicative identity we have seen. For addition, additive inverse we have seen minus z. Here, multiplicative inverse we have seen 1 by z or z inverse. Okay. See, one more property now come into picture after studying of both addition and multiplication. What is that property? Distributive law. Let us write distributive law. You can say this as sixth property. Sixth property. Okay. But this property after studying of addition and multiplication both only you are going to read. Distributive law. Okay. Distributive law means distribution is occurring. How it is distributing you see simply. Z1 into Z2 plus Z3 is equal to Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z3. Okay. You also can write another one. Z1 plus Z2 into Z3 is equal to Z1 Z3 plus Z2 Z3. See, both are different. This both are different, but this is equal to this one. This is equal to this one. You see here, Z1 of Z2 plus Z3 is equal to Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z3. Distribution is occurring. That means Z1 is distributing. Okay. Z1 is distributing on Z2 and Z3 both. See, Z1 on Z2, Z1 on Z3 both. This is called distributive law. See, addition law only addition will come. Multiplication law in multiplication only will come. In distributive law, multiplication and addition. You see here multiplication is there, here addition is there. Z1 into Z2 is a multiplication. Z1 Z2 plus Z2 Z3. This plus is addition. Okay. This is called distributive law. You understand, na? See, we have seen all these properties. Now we see division of complex numbers. Division of complex numbers. Multiplication, addition, difference. Multiplication, division. Okay, division of complex numbers, how we are going to write? Z1 divided by Z2. Z1 divided by Z2. Okay, you see, this is division. But this also you can write as Z1 into 1 by Z2. 1 by Z2 is like Z1 into Z inverse. Sorry, Z2 inverse. Understand, na? This is the concept. What we do, we take one example, Z1 and Z2, two numbers we take, we will see how to see rather than generalized form. Let us take one example. See, I am taking Z1 is equal to say 3 plus I4 and Z2 is equal to 6 minus I7. Okay. Let us see how we can do the division. Z1 divided by Z2 is equal to, okay, 3 plus I4 by 6 minus I7. Simply you make I plus 6 7 by 6 plus I7. You make rationalize. You rationalize. Why? Because see, this process is also same only, but you make it. Okay. See, denominator is a square minus b square. A square 6 square minus b square. Minus b square means plus 49. I will make 7 square. Why? Because I square will come. I square is going to give minus 1 result. Minus a square minus b square. No, directly I have written. Okay. Now you see here 3 into 6 is 18 plus I 21 plus I 24. You see plus I square 28. Okay. See what result is going to come here. I square 28 means minus 28. Minus 28 plus 18 minus 10. Okay. Plus I 21 plus 24. 24 plus 1 25 plus 20 45. Divided by 7 square 49, 6 square 36, 49 plus 36, 15, 85. This will be your answer. Minus 10 I 45 I plus I 45 by 85. See what you have done, you have rationalized the denominator. Okay. Now see, as per this procedure, what you have to do, you should not touch 3 plus I5, but you have to make this rationalization. Rationalization only you have to. You see, 3 into I4, if you don't make, you can do like this. You see here, 1 by Z2, if you take, finally you have to multiply. Then 1 by Z2 I am taking. 1 by Z2 is equal to, you see, directly I am going to write by seeing this. 1 by Z2 means, see, 6 plus I7 by 6 square plus 7 square. 6 square plus 7 square. Why? Because see, this minus is going to become plus. Okay, we know 6 square plus 7 square. This only will come 85. 85. Okay. Same thing you have written. You see here. Okay. Now what we do? 3 plus I4 into 6 plus I7 by 85. 85 anyway common is going to come. You are going to multiply finally 3 plus I4 into 6 plus I7 only. Same thing happened here. 3 plus I4 into 6 minus. Why? Because this already you have taken common. That's all. 85 separate. You have multiplied this only. That means what we are doing in this process, we are doing rationalization only. Directly rationalization also you can do. But you write this formula first. Z1 by Z2 is equal to Z1 by Z2, Z1 into 1 by Z2, like that you write Z21 into Z2 inverse. Or even if you don't write also, if you follow this process directly, how I have followed, like this here. See, this is direct procedure, this is as per formula. But both are going to give same result. Okay. This is division of complex numbers. Okay. Next we see powers of I and inverses of I. Okay. Let us see powers of I. What are powers of I? Powers means exponents. Say 2 power 3. 2 is equal to 4. 3 is equal to 27. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. 9 into 3. Okay. 2 power 5 is equal to 32. These are powers. Power 2 power 5, 3 power 3, 2 power 2, like that. Okay. 3 these are 9, 9 3s are 27. 3 into 3 into 3, 27. Okay. 3 power 4 is 81. Like this, these are powers. We will see powers of I also. Okay. See, some standard procedure we have to follow and we have to keep memorize. Okay. Now what I am writing, you see, simply observe carefully what I am writing. Okay. See, I power 1 is I. I is equal to I means I power 1 is equal to I. Okay. I square is equal to minus 1. Second one. Okay. Okay. Then I cube is equal to. See, earlier I told you to take I square as base. I square as base. Okay. I square as base, if you take automatically, I cube is equal to I square into I. Is it correct? Because bases are same, powers you can add. I power 1, I power 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Okay. I square value, you know, minus 1. I value, I minus I. Is it okay? Same thing you write here. I cube is equal to minus I. I to the power of 4 is equal to 1. See, I to the power of 4 is equal to I square into I square. Minus 1 into minus 1. Minus minus going to get cancelled and plus 1 will come. You understand now how this have come? One more we take. Okay, then we stop. Why? Because these are going to repeat. I to the power of 5 is equal to, you see, I said I square only you take base. I to the power of 5 is equal to I square into I square into I. Okay, I square into I square, 1 has come already, you know. Minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 into I, that is equal to I. You write here I. Okay. Next, what is going to come? I power 6 minus 1 is going to come. Why? Because I has come. See, I minus 1 minus I, 1I. If you compare, if you take base as I square, minus 1 minus I, plus 1 plus I square minus 1, I cube minus I to the power of 4 plus 1, I to the power of 5 plus I. Like this, you have to memorize. Okay. At least what you have to memorize, at least these three results you memorize. If you memorize at least these three results, I square, I cube, I to the power of 4, every result is going to come. Why? Because see, any result you have to write in only 4 forms. It may be minus 1, it may be plus 1, it may be minus I, it may be plus I. That's all. Rather than these 4, no other result is going to come finally. Minus 1 or plus 1, minus I or plus I, plus I. Okay, these 4 only going to come. See, even you need not remember 4 also. Why? Because I is equal to I, you already know. 1 you have remembered. I square is equal to minus 1, already you remembered. Okay. I cube and I to the power of 4 you have to remember. I to the power of 4 is equal to 1, you remembered. I to the power of 4 is simple. I square into I square. Minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. What you have to remember? I cube. I cube is equal to minus I. How it comes to? I cube is equal to I square into I. I square is minus 1 into I. Minus 1 into I is minus I. Like that you have to keep in your mind. Okay. Okay. What is I power 37? Okay. You see, 37 is which is nearer? 4 is nearer. 4 nines are 36. 1 is going to come. Okay, reminder. I to the power of 4 whole to the power of 9 into I. You see, I to the power of 36 plus 1, 37. I to the power of 4, you know 1. I to the power of 4, 1. 1 power 9, 1 only, na? 1 into I. That means I to the power of 37 is equal to I. Like that you have to bring the answer. Okay? You should not get confusion. That is why I am telling I is I only. I square is minus 1. I to the power of 4 is 1. In between I cube is minus I. These 4 results you have to keep in mind. Okay? Now powers we have seen. Let us see inverses of I also. I am writing inverses of I. Okay? Inverses of I. You see, rather than writing all, first two inverses I am writing, which are going to become same. Okay? Okay. You see, inverse is how we are making? I to the power of minus 1. That is equal to 1 by I. This is inverse. 1 by I. I to the power of minus 1 or 1 by I is the inverse. Okay. You see, I to the power of minus 1 I am not yet written. I to the power of minus 2 I am going to write same minus 1. I to the power of cube I have not yet written. I to the power of 4 I am going to write as 1. That means see, two values are matched with this powers. I square is equal to minus 1. I to the power of minus 2 is also minus 1. I to the power of 4 is equal to 1. I to the power of minus 4. I am sorry. I have to keep minus 1. I to the power of minus 4 also 1. Okay. How these come under? I am explaining you see again. Okay. Now let us do all. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can easily memorize these two. Why? Because these are equivalent. Okay. See how these are going to come. Rationalization only. You see, I to the power of minus 1 is equal to 1 by I. 1 by I we don't know. We know I square, even denominator I square comes means we know the value. That is why what we are going to do, we are going to rationalize. Into I into I. Okay. See, I by I square, that is equal to I by minus 1, that is equal to minus I. You see, this is different. I is equal to I, but I to the power of minus 1 is equal to minus I. Here also, what I am telling, these four numbers only, minus I or plus 1 or plus I or minus I, plus I or minus I, minus 1 or plus 1. These four results only going to come any number. Even if you take I power 256, I to the power of minus 37, all these four numbers, within these four numbers only going to come the result. Okay. Now we have seen I to the power of minus 1. Let us see I to the power of minus 2. 1 by I square. 1 by minus 1. That's all. 1 by minus 1 or minus 1 by 1, both cube minus 1 only, minus 1. That is why I square is minus 1, I to the power of minus 2 is also minus 1. Okay, you understand now these two results? Okay. See how I have drawn these results? Because we know these results. That is why you memorize these results. These results memorization is very easy. I is equal to I square is equal to minus 1, I to the power of 4 is equal to 1. In between I cube is equal to, see, I has come, 1 has come, minus 1 has come. What is missing? Minus I. I cube must be minus I. Okay, these four results if you keep in mind, then you can do anything, even inverses also. Why? Because I to the power of minus 1 means 1 by I into 1 by I into I. Like that you have to make. Okay. Now let us see I cube, minus I cube. Or sorry, inverse of I cube. Inverse of I cube. Okay. Cube inverse. 1 by I cube. See, we know I square into I. Okay, I cube in denominator. But you see, I square is minus 1. What I am going, that the minus I have transferred to top and I have made 1 by I by I. Is it okay? This I square is equal to minus 1. That minus I have transferred to numerator. Okay, I we don't know. Again we write into I by I. Minus I by I square. Minus I by minus 1. Minus minus are going to get cancelled I. Okay, you write I here. Okay, see, I cube is minus I, but I to the power of minus 3 is I. But like that you don't compare and memorize. You do calculation, nothing serious it is. Okay, see, you memorize 4 powers, you memorize 2 inverses. What are those 2? I to the power of minus 2 and I to the power of minus 4. Remaining all you calculate 1 and 3. In between these only always are going to come. I to the power of 4 already I told. 1 by 1 is 1. That's all. Okay. You understand now these powers of I and inverses of I. Any number you can convert. I have shown you 200. Say 256, 257 shall we write? 257. I to the power of 257. Okay. 257. Let us divide with 4. 4 6 are 24. Okay. 17. 4 4s are 16. 1 will come. Okay. How I am writing, you see, I to the power of 4 whole to the power of 64. 1 remainder has come into I. Is it okay? First you see. 6 into 64 plus 1. 6 into 64 plus 1. Okay. I to the power of 4 is 1. 1 power something is 1 only. That means I is going to come. 256. Okay. I is going to come. If 56 is there, 2 power 256 is there, 1 is going to come. Because directly I to the power of 4 into 64. That's all. 1. I is not going to multiply again. Why? I is not there. You understand? Like this you can convert any number. Here I have converted 257, 37 like this in front of you. Like this you can convert any number, any power of I, any inverse of I. Okay. What you have to remember? You have to remember these 4 powers, 2 inverses. Remaining all you are going to make. See, rationalization you have to keep in your mind. And I square is base or standard like also you have to keep in your mind. Unless you remember I square is base like, you cannot do this calculation. Always I am telling I square, I square, I square. I square is base. Wherever you go, I square only base. Here also I square, here also I square, I square, I square. Okay. See, if it appears like I to the power of 4, then I to the power of 4 is equal to 1, you know. That is why you convert to divide it by 4 and make it. Or else you have to see, if it is divisible by 4 or nearest to the 4, then you make it by 4. Why? Because 4, you know, 1. I to the power of 4. Not, if not, then you make it with I square only. Why? Because I square is base, what I am telling again and again. Okay. Now we see some algebra or identities of complex numbers. So a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab is there. Like that, complex numbers also shall we write or not? We will see. Okay. We see algebra of complex numbers. Whatever we have made addition, subtraction until now, those are algebra only. Why I am writing algebra? Algebra, if I write automatically, you are going to grasp fastly rather than identities. Now I have written identities. What are those identities? Identities are like this. You see, Z1 plus Z2 whole square. This is like A plus B whole square. Okay. Same formula is going to applicable or not? Let us see. What I am writing here, Z1 plus Z2 whole square is equal to A plus B whole square. A square. Okay. A square. Plus 2AB plus 2AB plus B square plus Z2 square. Okay. But see, a plus b whole square like you have written, but that is algebra, normal algebra, but this is complex number. Then whether this is followed? Yes, I am showing you, see how it is followed. One proof also I am giving. You see here, z1 plus z2 whole square rather than like this, shall I write like this? Why? Because z1 plus z1 into z1 plus z1, z1 plus z2 whole square. Same. Okay. So I am making multiplication. You see how I am making. Okay. Okay. Z1 into Z1. Okay. Plus Z1 into Z2. Plus Z2 into Z1. Plus Z2 into Z2. Okay. Z1 into Z1, Z1 square. Plus Z1 into Z2, like that only you keep. But you see here, Z2 into Z1, we know commutative law. Z2 into Z1 is equal to Z1 into Z2. What I am writing again this as Z1 into Z2. Is it okay? Okay, Z1 into Z2 I have kept like this only, but this I have changed Z2 into Z1 as Z1 into Z2. But because commutative law. Commutative law, A into B is equal to B into A. Even for multiplication also, commutative law we have seen. Okay, now Z2 into Z2, Z2 square. Okay, now you do Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z2, 2 Z1 Z2, write down Z1 square plus 2 Z1 Z2 plus Z2 square. Okay, is this the RHS? Z1 square, Z1 square, 2 Z1 Z2, 2 Z1 Z2, Z2 square, Z2 square. Okay, you received, no? What we do, remaining 4 or 5 formulae are there. We write directly without proof. Why? Because you have to memorize this. Okay, let us do. Okay, Z1 plus Z2 whole square is over. Now Z1 minus Z2 whole square. Okay, Z1 square minus 2 Z1 Z2 plus Z2 square. Why? Because see, when we are making square now, minus also going to become positive. But here square is not there, Z2. Multiplication is there. That is why 2 Z1 into Z2 means 2 Z1 into minus Z2. That is why minus symbol is going to come. Okay. This we know very well. A minus B whole square is equal to A square minus 2AB plus B square. A square minus 2AB plus B square. Okay. Now let us go for Z1 plus Z2 whole cube. Z1 plus Z2 whole cube. See, let us first understand A plus B whole cube. A cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square plus B cube. Is it okay? A cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square plus B cube. See, we know binomial theorem also. As per binomial theorem, if power is 3, then 4 parts have to come. 4 identities separate. Okay, 4 expressions, 4 terms. We say good word is term. 4 terms will come. Number of terms are 4 when 3 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. When 2 is there, power 3 terms will come. 2 plus 1. 1, 2, 3. 3 terms have come. Here 4 terms have to come. Okay. Next one. See, this power will come in first term and last term. 2 will come in first and last term. You see, a cube means a square will come, again a will come. Goes on reduce. A cube, a square, a. B 0 will come, B 1 will come, B 2 will come, B 3 will come. You see B3. B0 means 1. B1, B power 1, B power 2, B power 3. Like that you can see. See 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. 1 plus 3, 4, 3 plus 3, 6, 3 plus 1, 4. Like this, or binomial theorem again we are going to study there. But here we did not discuss that much. Okay, let us convert this formula first. A plus B whole cube is equal to A cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square plus B cube. You see A cube, Z1 cube plus 3A square, Z1 square, 3A square B, Z2 plus 3A, Z1, B square, Z2 square plus B cube, Z2 cube. Z2 cube. Okay? Okay. Now, write Z1 minus Z2 whole cube. Z1 minus Z2 whole cube. Okay. See, A cube is okay, but B cube is minus has to come here. Okay. Because minus is there. Here, minus is there means wherever square is there, Z2. Z2 square is here. This only positive. Okay. Z1 is positive. Here Z square is positive. These two are going to become negative. Like that you have to write. Okay. Now Z1 cube, why? Because Z1 is positive. Okay. You see, Z1 square is there, but Z2 is a single only. Z2. That is why Z2 minus is there. That is why minus 3 Z1 square Z2. Here plus will come. Why? Because Z2 is becoming square. Z2 square minus square plus 3 Z1 Z2 square. Again cube minus Z2 cube. Why? Because see, square means positive will come. Cube means negative only going to come. Okay. Now we have seen A plus B whole square, A minus B whole square. A plus B whole cube, A minus B whole cube. One more important formula we know, that is A plus B into A minus B, that is equal to A square minus B square. Right. Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 minus Z2 is equal to A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square. Z1 square minus Z2 square. Is it okay? A square minus B square. Z1 square minus Z2 square. A plus B into A minus B. Normally see, remaining formula also you can apply. But basically these 4 or 5 formulae are going to use more frequently. That is why these formulae they have given and we have studied. Okay. What we do, we stop this class here only. Okay. Little bit more concepts are there, but we can start exercise also in the next class. We will finish these concepts and we start exercise. See, even though I have not started exercise, but I have given several examples so that you must have understood the concepts with examples, practical examples. Okay, complex numbers. In the next class we will start exercise also, but a little more concepts are there. Why? Because modulus is there, some complex are there. Okay, conjugate is there, conjugate, modulus and all are there, and some more identities I have tell. Then we go next class. After telling these concepts, we go for exercise 5.1 also. Okay. Thank you very much.